A farmer claims that he was threatened by his farmhand, resulting in the violent death of the farmhand. Rob McCool has evidence to the contrary. What led to the farmhand's death? He learns a lot as he eavesdrops on a discussion between the farmer and his daughter. Match wits with Rob McCool, as well as Ron McCoy, to see if you can solve this Madcap mystery. Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries, an RM production. Starring Ron McCoy as Rob McCool. Tonight's episode, The Case of the Farm Feud Fatality.
Hello? Is anybody home?
Hi, Rob. Thank you for coming. This is Charlie Frey, owner of this farm.
Hi, Will. Hi, Mr. Frey.
Hi, Mr. McCool. Thank you for coming. Welcome to my farm.
Mr. Frey was just telling me about the death of his farmhand, Carson Dotson. Charlie, please repeat for Rob what you were just telling me.
Okay, Carson Dotson had a grudge against me for a while, but he was a good hand, and I kept him on because I needed his help, at least through early autumn.
Why did he have a grudge against you?
Well, he had been paying way too much attention to my daughter, Gretchen, and I didn't like it. She wants to go to college and study animal husbandry, and he was giving her ideas. I thought that she could do better in choosing a fellow.
And what happened this morning, Charlie? Once more, please.
I was digging a fence furrow by the outer pasture. Some of my cows have been wandering out that way. It was about 10:30. Carson sneaked up behind me from the direction of the barn. Luckily, I saw his shadow with the upraised knife. I spun around and got him first with the shovel. Pure self-defense.
And then what did you do?
Once I saw that Carson was laid out, I ran back here and called the police. There is nothing else to tell, really.
In that case, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go out and take a stroll around the site where Carson Dotson was killed.
Okay, Rob. I will stay here with Mr. Frey. We can talk later. Hi, Rob. I left Charlie Frey with Officer Josh Swan, who arrived about 5 minutes ago. Did you find anything more here?
I'm not sure. I thought farmers dug post holes, not trenches.
Not that I am a farming expert, however. I believe that some farmers use the trench method, especially around here. You know, I had a report once of a quarrel between Charlie Frey and Carson Dotson when they were in town getting cattle feed. It was nothing serious, as I recall. I sure hope this wasn't deliberate, Rob. The Freys have farmed this land for generations.
I know. I buy corn at their farm stand every summer. I was at home napping when you called. When did these clouds roll in?
About noon, I'd say.
Now, the side of Carson Dotson's head was crushed in with a shovel. Is that consistent with the way described by Frey?
The doc thinks so. Of course there will be an autopsy. We have impounded the shovel in the meantime.
Point for Frey, anyway. And a knife with Carson Dotson's fingerprints on it, lying next to the body? Could that have been planted on him?
I can't say just yet.
Well, Will, I hate to think this, but I think Charlie Frey is lying. I think he deliberately murdered Carson Dotson. How could I know that Charlie Frey is lying? Well, we're about to find out, and in the meantime, please click on like, subscribe, and on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload a new video. And now back to Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries. I have returned. Charlie Frey? Where is Mr. Frey?
Oh, hi. Over here. I am Officer Josh Swan.
Oh, hi, Officer Swan. I'm Rob McCool. I'm investigating the possible murder of Carson Dotson. Where is Charlie Frey?
He is outside, talking to his daughter.
Okay, thank you.
So Gretchen, I need to talk to you about something.
Let me guess. You want to talk to me about Carson Dotson. Am I right?
Yes, I do. Oh, how I wish that your dearly departed mother were here now to help me tell you what I must tell you.
If my dearly departed mother were here, she would tell you that there is nothing between Carson and me. There never has been anything. We were just casual friends. As I said, there was never anything between us.
Never has been anything? What about when I caught the two of you skinny dipping in the pond together? Or when I walked in on the two of you in the cellar, kissing? And when he was fondling you in the...
That's all in the past. Carson and I are just friends now. He is dating my good friend Mary Lou Stevenson. They're engaged to be married.
About that, Gretchen, I have something that I must tell you about Carson. Something that I don't think is going to come as good news. You see, I was out digging a trench for a new fence, and Carson came up to me with a knife.
Why would Carson want to do that?
Gretchen? Hi, I'm Rob McCool. I was talking to your father earlier. I'm very much afraid that your father has murdered Carson Dotson.
Hello, Mr. McCool. My father murdered Carson Dotson. Please explain what you mean.
Yes, I have the proof. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I know that your father killed Carson Dotson.
Murdered Carson? Oh, Daddy, what is this man talking about?
Yes, Gretchen. Mr. McCool is correct. I did kill Carson. However, it was in self-defense.
Self-defense? Oh, Daddy, what are you talking about?
Well, Mr. Frey, you told us earlier that you saw a shadow of Carson Dotson coming up on you so that you knew he was to your right. However, at 10:30 a.m., at that time of day, the shadow would have been on the other side. You wouldn't have noticed Carson Dotson coming up to your side in your peripheral vision because at that time of morning, based on where the sun was in the sky, you wouldn't have seen Carson Dotson slipping up on you. So I know that you lied about that, and I also have the proof necessary to prove that you killed Carson Dotson.
Oh, Daddy, how could you have done such a thing? There was nothing between Carson and me, just a casual summer fling.
I did it to protect you, Gretchen. I could not bear the thought of you and that pond scum cavorting around together. In actuality, Carson Dotson arrived that morning and offered to help me dig the trench for the fence posts. He made a comment about how cute Gretchen looked in her red and white bikini. I felt my blood beginning to boil, and I lost it.
And Gretchen, I am so sorry about this, but I need to take your father with me. He's got some explaining to do down at police headquarters. Charlie Frey. So Charlie Frey was lying. It was not self-defense. Another case solved. I can't wait to see what new adventures await me. This Madcap mystery is solved, but be sure to join me in the next episode of Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries. It requires not one, but two welders to help a desperate woman retrieve her husband's passport. She also claims that she was robbed of a valuable diamond ring. Rob McCool is on the trail in the next episode entitled The Case of the Questionable Clue. That's next week on Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries.